Our season of Serie A is underway. The transfer window is still open. I managed to get everybody registered that I wanted to get registered. Now I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. What else could possibly go wrong? Let's find out. This is episode 2 of Forza Milan. So the one thing that has gone wrong, well, wrong is the wrong word. Wrong is the incorrect word. This is another skin. This is the FM20 skin. This is formerly the Noob skin, N-E-U-B. I was using it may have been the TCS skin. I'd have to go back and look. Anyhow, TCS is a great skin when all the bugs are worked out. But always, it's with the same with any skin. The first couple iterations, there's always some minor things that just drive me up a wall. In this case, it was a lot of the text on the bottom right of the screen where you clicked and stuff like that, or on like the scouting screens and stuff, was clear, so I couldn't exactly read anything. I clicked on the wrong thing a couple of times and thought, what the heck? I used the Noob skin for a while last year, and I really liked it. It's a nice skin, pretty clean. Is it me, or no matter where you go, does Frank Kessie's eyes follow you? That is just weird. Anywho, fabulous box-to-box midfielder. Frank Kessie loves big matches. Gotta like that. Tactics-wise, I settled on a 4-2-4, and I'm actually training a copy of it over here so we learn it faster. It's maybe not the best formation overall for us, but I like playing with two attackers up top. I have really good wingers. I have really good midfielders. My defensive back four is a bit iffy, but with Donnarumma behind him, I'm okay with that. I say that. It's a bald-faced lie. I'm not really okay with it. Our issue is, and you can see it over here, and if I sort by ability, I've got a lot of solid but not outstanding players. Piatek's outstanding. Donnarumma's outstanding. Romagnoli is outstanding. Suso's not bad. Bonaventura's not bad, but he's on the wrong side of 30. Paqueta. I got a lot of young and up-and-comers. The issue is... Paqueta can play midfielder. Yeah. The issue is getting them playing time so they improve, which is going to be tough. But I've got like a 1A and a 1B squad. Then there's really not a lot of difference between them in terms of the back four. But the midfielders and a couple of the strikers changed. I got Piatek up top with Leao next to him, although Rebic has come in and gotten a bit of playing time there. It's a solid squad. Now, if you looked at our schedule, especially preseason, you wouldn't think it was so solid. We beat Olympiacos 4-0. We drew with Pistoiese, which probably shouldn't have happened. I didn't even know that they're a Serie A team. Liga Pro Girone A. Is that the next league down? They're a Series C team. Good grief. I did kind of play a little bit of a rotated side against them. Not a hugely rotated side, but we drew. And Bayern absolutely stomped us 4-1. Yeah, that was a horrible game to watch. We beat Roda JC Krkrad 2-1. We drew with Chelsea, although they rescued the late... no, they didn't rescue the late draw. What am I thinking of? I must be thinking of another game. We rescued the late draw. Barini goal. Atletico absolutely thumped us. 5-0. João Felix was just absolutely on fire. A hat trick in the first 21 minutes of the game. We were 4-0 down after 21 minutes. I just kind of sat back. We were then home against Roma. This was our last friendly of the season. This was a fun game to watch. It was 6-4. Part of me kind of wishes it was an actual Serie A game. Benacer had a brace of goals. Piatek a brace of goals. Leao goal. Suso goal. It was a fun game to watch. Then we had our very first match in Serie A against Sassuolo. We won 2-0 thanks to a goal by Piatek and a Frank Kessie goal in the 19th minute off a penalty kick. Sassuolo isn't exactly the strongest squad, but they got some good capable players on there. But it wasn't... how can I say this? It wasn't really much of a match. We had 24 shots, 14 on target, 1 woodwork hit, 2 clear-cut chances, 4 half chances. The thing I like, only 10 of our shots were from distance, and we had a 58% possession advantage. We bossed them from beginning to end. So today, we're going to play Sampdoria. But before we do that, we're going to wrap up the transfer window. Now, I know I didn't hit this last time. I know I kind of cycled through it. But I have picked up a couple players. First player I picked up, Theo Kehrer from PSG for €6.5 million. I think for €6.5 million, you're getting a steal of a player. 22 years old, 3-star career ability, 4-star potential ability, defensive center back, can also play defensive right back, defensive midfielder, and midfielder if you want. He's adept with both feet, which means he's comfortable on either side of the defensive backfield. He's a good Serie A player. He really doesn't have any cons per se. He's improving already, especially with me in charge of the training. A good, solid pickup, especially for that price. And then Barat Jamisti, I'm totally pronouncing that wrong, comes to us from Marseille. No, Atalanta. He was on loan at Marseille last year for $5.25 million. And I'm totally clicking on the wrong thing here. Defensive center back, but also a very capable defensive right back and defensive left back. Pretty decent with the right foot, okay with the left foot. He's a good Serie A player. He's got really good jumping reach. 3-star current ability, 3-star potential ability. Now I need a defense. I do need a defense, but I also need depth on my defensive back line. So he was a solid pickup, for the price. And seeing as how we didn't have the biggest transfer budget to begin with, just a euro under 25 million euros, I did go out and try and make an offer for Sandro Tonali at Brescia. I offered 15 million and Brescia laughed. I offered 30 million and Brescia agreed, and the board said no. So, there's that. On the outs, here we go. Ricardo Rodriguez, who was one of my defensive left backs, went to Guangzhou. They made me an offer that I really couldn't refuse. His value went up since he moved, which is a little frustrating. But they're paying him 130,000 euros a week, which is what he wanted here. And I was like, I don't know. He's 27 years old, so he's getting up there in age. Doesn't really fit the club philosophy anymore. He was a solid defensive left back, and it was about the one thing holding me back. But I think I brought in capable replacements, enough to provide a decent amount of depth there. Next out, Daniel Maldini, who is absolutely wanted by a bunch of teams. A really good winger and a very good prospect. Star and a half current ability, 4.5-star potential ability. Kid's got a future, assuming he gets a decent amount of playing time. I had teams making me offers for him for 450,000, 500,000 euros, and I said no. I wanted him to go out on loan. I finally found Monza to take him, and it was really touch and go there for a while because it almost came down to the thing that happened with Lorenzo Colombo, who went to Spal for 750,000 euros. 1.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability. His youth contract ran out, and he didn't sign. I had a contract offer in for him, and he didn't sign it. He went to Spal instead for 750,000 euros, which I'm still trying to figure out. He's a good young striker. I think in the long term, he would have some potential. He would probably be a starter or a very good backup for us. But 750,000 euros, we might regret that. And actually, I think that was one the board accepted. I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of my board right now. It's just dealing with them is just complete pain in the behind. Tommaso Merletti is a very young center back, starting half current ability, 3.5-star potential ability, went out on loan. That's pretty much it. I don't know that I'm going to be making any more transfer moves. And frankly, as much as I'm scrolling, it's just a pain. One of the things I do like, at least, it's not on this particular skin. They had a drop down where you could show. There was a bar graph showing how much you spent as to how much you brought in. So we brought in 112 million euros. Well, we didn't bring in 112 million. Pioli was responsible for a lot of these. Jamisti and Kehrer were our pickups. Krunic, Duarte, Benasser, Frank Kessie, Theo Hernandez, and Rafael Leao were the signings by the previous management. Can you sort by team? Good grief. More than half of Monza's team is ours. Wow. Okay. So, that said, we're going to play Sampdoria today. I don't know a lot about Sampdoria, to be honest with you. And I got to get to Sampdoria, so we'll be back with that in just a bit. No, this is the squad we're playing today. Donnarumma in goal, Calabria, Romagnoli, Duarte, and Conti as the defensive back four, Paqueta and Kessie as the midfielders, Bonaventura and Suso as the attack midfielders, Piatek and Rebic up top as the strikers. Suso centers it in, Bonaventura knocked away, Gabbiadini can't handle it, Romagnoli waits for it. To Kessie. Out to Calabria. Left side of the box to Bonaventura. Up to Kessie. Back to Calabria. Crosses in. Rebic's there and he scores. Nice goal. Let's see what that looks like in the 3D here. Nice volley. That's a little fast. Should we score again, I will endeavor to fix that. 20 minutes in. We're doing pretty good. 6 shots, 3 on target. Duarte. Up towards Rebic, who broke through the line. He holds it up. Centers it in. Bonaventura's there and he scores. That was nice. Nice goal by Bonaventura. Half hour in, 2-0 up, 9 shots, 5 on target, 1 half chance, only 3 long shots. That's not bad. Rigoni centers it in, knocked away. Oh, Craig, yeah. Oh, Linetti has the ball. Some of these names I'm just going to have to shorten. Bonaventura up towards Rebic in space. Takes the one-on-one. It looks like the keeper got a hand on it and then it hit the post. Coming up on halftime. Corner kick. Suso sends it in. Piatak's there off the post. Knocked away and out of bounds. And that is halftime. That was a very good first half for us. Suso from outside the box. Bonaventura, and he heads it past Jankto. I think that was a header. Let's find out. Oh, VAR. Somebody was pushed. I clicked the wrong button. But you know what? We're about 60 minutes in, so let's make a couple of changes here. Conti's going to come off, and Barat's going to come on. Paqueta's going to come off, and Biglia's going to come on. And we'll save the last sub. Brzezinski to Quagliarella. Back to Brzezinski. Long pass. Oh, Jankto stepped in front of it. The defender told him it was played, but Donnarumma plays the one-on-one. Plays the one-on-one really well. Blocks that. Oh, out of bounds. Nice effort, but very wide. We're going to come off the attacking and go to balanced. Encourage the guys here. And they're frustrated. DePoli, knocked away. Calabria has it to Bonaventura. Over to Biglia. He holds it up. Taps it forward. Centers it to Kessie. Back to Biglia. To Kessie. To Bonaventura. Back to Biglia. To Piatek. Out to Calabria on the left. All alone. Biglia top the box. Kessie takes the shot. Darrow hits that and punches it above the crossbar. Suso. Corner kick in. Through the box. What the heck happened there, guy? Through the box. Their goal kicked us. Sulo. Sampdoria. Sampdoria is the team we're playing today. Good grief. Samu from outside the box. Knocked away. Suso has it. I'm not quite sure what he was doing there. DePoli has it now for Sampdoria. Up to Jankto. To Gabbiadini. Oh, and Donnarumma totally misplayed that. Holy cow, that was horrible. That shades it. Freaking FM's pass there. Taps it up and he stopped. What the heck? Oh, that was... Yeesh. Muru to Barreto. Dispossessed by Kessie. Well done, Frank. Drives forward. Doesn't have any help. Crosses it. DePoli knocks away. Goes right to Ventura, though. Top of the box. Takes a shot off the crossbar. Bounces back and forth. Samu steps in front of it. Over to Barreto, and that is the highlight. There's just not a lot of urgency for players on the ball. It's like right in front of them. They're not going for it. Murillo. Up to Quagliarella. He holds it up. Linetti bounces it off. Oh, shoot. Gabbiadini scores his 4th of the season. What happened here? Morella kicked it in. Quagliarella was behind the defense. Holds it up. Linetti takes the shot. Bounces off a defender Right, Barreto to Gabbiadini, passed Donnarumma. Son of a gun. We got 5 minutes maybe to make a goal. We're going to draw. We didn't deserve to draw. Damn. That bites. I'm going to have to learn to curse in Italian for this save. Oh. Jeez. Let me do the press conference here. We'll come back for the... take a look at what's coming up ahead. Be right back. I think what we're going to do is just a game a month. For right now, it's probably going to be the last game of the month unless one of the teams we're playing is like a top flight team. And then in November, I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but we'll find out. And if I have to schedule a couple friendlies, I will. So I think what we're going to do is come back for Atalanta. The transfer window closes in a couple of days. Yeah, transfer window closes in 3 days. I don't think we're going to be making a lot of moves. Solskjaer is interested in Suso. I really don't want to let him go. He's pretty integral to the team in terms of where he sits in the hierarchy in that. I don't think we're going to be that active in the transfer window. Man, that just bites. We can't afford to keep doing that. Especially if we want to finish top 4. Barini, 2 goals, 5 minutes apart. We want an extra time goal. I'm totally looking at the wrong game. This is the game I want to be looking at. Jeez, that was just... It happened after I came off the attack, too, didn't it? That's what I get for fiddling. But that said, it could have been a worse result. We didn't really hurt ourselves there. We didn't help ourselves either. It's early enough in the season that we can recover from that. So we are going to come back Fiorentina. Hopefully there's not going to be a lot of activity on the transfer window. I won't have a mental breakdown because of that. And we'll get ourselves right against Roma, Brescia, and Atalanta. Oh, that's going to be tough. If you liked what you've seen or heard, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer those as fast as I can. My name's FM20, and you've been watching Forza Milan, Episode 2.